Hi everyone, today is success story time and it's from MC. MC is one of the viewers on my channel and MC is from the Bronx, New York, USA. So, it goes like this. I met my specific person in January of last year, 2017. He messaged me in a dating site a couple of times before I even took notice of him. I looked at his profile and noticed that he had tried to message me in 2 separate occasions the year before, but I had been talking to someone else. So, after talking a couple of times on the phone and him actually getting somewhat upset at me for, in brackets, not on purpose, cancelling on him a couple of times, we met. It just seemed like we fit. Being with him felt so peaceful, it felt like I was home. My father had passed away almost 2 years before that, and since then I had started getting anxiety attacks every time I would get too attracted or attached to someone. I was starting to try to understand where my fears were coming from when my SP came into the picture. The way he treated me so beautifully made me fall fast, and I knew he felt the same. But inside, my fears and self-talk were riding me very hard. In around October of that year, my fears of abandonment came true and I was devastated. I had done the homework of getting myself a therapist that would help me resolve some of all of my previous trauma in the hopes of me finally being able to move forward. Excuse me. And be in a loving, consistent relationship. See, I knew that the trauma that I was carrying was indeed pushing him away. I knew that my fears of abandonment was in fact the very first thing that was doing that. How did I know that? Research, study, having this unstoppable urge to understand myself better, to become better. YouTube became my friend. I found Greg Braden, whom I learned so much from, then Dr. Joe Dispenza and the world of quantum physics. Dr. Bruce Lipton and the world of epigenetics, and the more I digged, the more I understood. But I was missing the link that ties everything together, and I was missing the self-love. So the break happened in October, and even though I felt terrible, it took me 3 days to start searching anything I could find online. I kept the break from myself. I kept the break to myself for the most part. Only my therapist and one of my cousins knew about it, and I knew that they wouldn't try to fill my head with negativity. I felt weak and I didn't need that. I needed encouragement. I wanted to know that it could be done, and I wasn't going to fall on that psychic trap again. Many years ago, tons of money wasted, blah, blah, blah. Don't do it. The first website I found, and this one made me breathe a sigh of relief, was called Must Spark Joy. She's spot on. It was amazing, but I had questions and she didn't coach. I needed to find someone that I could ask and would give me good answers. I was tired of asking people and following the advice of people that didn't have the life that I wanted to live. So I kept looking around and found A Rose for a Soul, and her words soothed me, and I think on the side of her YouTube is that I discovered you, Agnes, and Veronica. I listened to a couple of Veronica's videos, but when I heard yours, you seemed to speak straight to me. Ha ha ha! So I started binge watching your videos, and you kept mentioning Neville. And I am like, who is this Neville that she keeps talking about? Whoa! Neville has completely changed my life, and then watched your video with John, and he seemed so magical that I immediately wanted to book a session with him. And I did. I love John, but he was too advanced and I didn't even know where to start. I had to learn how to walk before I could run, so that's when I sent you an email. You were a bit tough in the beginning, LOL, but you were patient and you understood me. I think to feel understood is one of the greatest things in life. Anyway, I started following a regimen, self-love, and specific person meditations. I also, after listening to one of John's videos, created my first recording of affirmations. Some days were harder than others, but you always brought me back to center and kept reminding me that love is not about what you can get, it is about what you can give. I became part of John's Facebook group and I started to learn a lot there too. It was the beginning of December when, after listening consistently to the affirmation, I have so much money, and me winning almost $500 in a casino, that I knew something was changing. Even though some days I still felt low and desperate, I was starting to feel better with winning that money. I felt great. I decided to treat myself. I did my nails, my hair, bought myself a nice dress for New Year's Eve. One day, as I am taking a shower, a thought came to me that my SP was sad because he had lost his grandmother that month, just the year before. I didn't care if he texted me back. I felt a compulsion to send him a message, and when I did, he replied back. I didn't force myself to not reach out, and I want to mention that I see a lot of people stubbornly refusing to reach out, and to me this is trying to control the how, and that's not your job. Yes, if you feel needy and you're in a low state, if you're still not at peace, don't do it. But there are those times when you feel like inspired action. Act on them. We still live in the world of Caesar, and some work from your part will be required. I love and appreciate my specific person for putting me on this path of self-awareness, for forcing me to learn that I have everything I have ever wanted already inside of me, that I no longer need to be a victim. I have created everything in my life, everything. I have been treated exactly the way I was expecting to be treated, that my self-talk truly creates my reality, and that everyone is me pushed out. Woohoo! I also feel like I need to talk about Ho'oponopono. What a lifesaver. Ho'oponopono is a miracle worker. It dissolves whatever is buried deep in your subconscious mind, which is what creates, by the way. This is not in alignment with what you wish to have. That is not in alignment with what you wish to have. So, when you dissolve that, your new self-talk, your new imaginal scenes will go right in and create for you. My daily routine is listening to my loop as much as possible. Assumptions harden into fact. Do you know when they harden? When they are accepted by your subconscious mind. And that is done via repetition. Self-love meditations, and I also do Ho'oponopono almost every night to dissolve whatever is contrary to what I'm trying to achieve. I also send unconditional love to my specific person almost every day, but I find myself not needing to do as many techniques as before because the self-talk loop is doing all the work. Your subconscious runs the show. Train it and see if there is anything it won't give you. That is basically what the law of assumption is. You assume via your self-talk that what you want, you already have. So it took about 2 months for us to start talking to each other again. Our relationship continues getting better and better. But most importantly, my relationship with myself keeps getting better and better because I now understand that it was never about him. It has always been about me, and I love myself. Nice. I have also manifested getting my cousin out of jail, coming down a whole boat of people in the middle of the ocean, and many more things. Let me know if you want me to clarify some things. Kindly, MC. Beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. Love, love, love hearing a good story. That's beautiful. Lots of good nuggets in there. So, MC, let me know, because I forgot to ask you, if you want me to put your email address down below or just answer comments in the threads. Totally up to you how much you want to do. And I'm sure this will be a lovely story for people to listen to. So, lots of love. Oh, also, just want to mention that those of you that really enjoy doing the Oprah Winfrey and Deepak Chopra 21-day meditation, it starts today. I will put the link down below. They send you a meditation every day and you just do it, and it's really good, and it's Oprah and Deepak, and yeah, won't say any more. It's brilliant and wonderful. I've been using them every time. I think they do it about every 3 months or so. So that's there for free. So lots of love, everyone. And I will see you in the next YouTube. And that's it.